We live in some sort of what we would call reality, where we live in a world that's called color of law, statutory law. You can look it up. It's only based upon assumptions. You can assume things. Presumptions. You can presume. Just think all on your own. And base it that it's fact all on your own. So you can presume to assume that you're right. And everybody else is wrong. This is the way the cops work. I'm right, you're wrong. It don't matter what you say. The judge will believe me when I go into court. He ain't gonna believe you. You can't defend yourself. Your words mean nothing to them because you're an animal. You don't know how to present yourself in court as an attorney in fact, and how to use objection. The word objection immediately. And the word hearsay, and fruit from the poisonous tree. See, we live in a world based upon assumptions, presumptions, excuses, accusations, suspicions, or suspicious, being suspicious, conspiracies. Those all create presumptions and assumptions. That's what we live under. Oh, I assume, I presume to assume, and I'm gonna make an excuse. Oh, you're acting like this too, which will give me the ability to just think as a fact that you have a gun on you, you have drugs on you. So I'm gonna get drug dog. You're not innocent. I have the right to presume to assume that you're guilty of something. You got to be breaking some law of the state. We're here to serve and protect the state and its laws. So we're here to serve the state to protect its laws. So we're going to sit here. We're going to do a federal state investigation. And make sure you're not breaking any other laws, which is fruit from the poisonous tree, that the state has created. Because they're not just getting you on what they already saw you doing. They're escalating what you just did. Well, he's got to be drunk, got to be on drugs, got to be hauling drugs. Well, just got to have drugs on them. Alcohol. The drugs is what, their quotas, their performance review. It's not a quota, it's a performance review. Now, they changed the label. So it's not a quota anymore. There are no quotas. It's a performance review now. Just like if they took this and they say it's illegal to call this black tape. Then they have to label it something else. I mean, it is called electrical tape, but it's electrical black tape. Or black electrical tape. So they say, this is illegal. Black electrical tape. Okay then. You have it written down. Black electrical tape, that's its label. That's illegal. Well, then all I got to do is change the name, change the label. I can call it something else. Just plain and simple tape. Stretchy tape. You can stretch it a little bit. It stretches. Soft tape. You can change the name of it. And it still exists. That's what they could do with all kinds of other stuff. Do the bumpsies and all that other. They could do that with anything. All they got to do is change the label. And then you don't know. Same thing in your food you eat. Oh, we're going to ban this and that, and you can't have it no more. Well, that's just a word. All we gotta do is change the name of it, and we can still put it in there. It's just under a different name. So they need to make their laws more uh, uh, specific. Oh, but so they can't change the name. It's also unlawful. You can't change the name of what we just made illegal, what we just banned. It's made of this if it's made of this compound, these compounds and whatever, then it's banned. Not just the outright label of it, the name. And so this is how it all works. You're presumed to assume now, that it's banned, it's gone, it's not in the food no more. You think they're going to do that when they're sitting here trying to build these 15-minute cities and they're in the middle of depopulation too? In my opinion, we're in a depopulation event right now. They're still pushing those 15-minute cities. They're just not talking about it no more. They got us distracted. Jamaica just got hit. They're going to put one there, supposedly. They're putting them everywhere a big hurricane hits. And where there are resources that they need. People's living on top of. And they need to get to it. I'll buy it. Nope, I ain't selling. I'm living here and my kid's going to get it. And, well, I don't think so. We got the military who can control the weather. It's what I believe. We got the military that can control the weather. We can destroy all you got and kill all you off and take it. You ain't gonna sell it to us. We're gonna get it one way or another because we've got the power. We've got the resources. We've got the money. We control everything. It's over. We're slaves. Under color of law, statutory color of law. And we're going under worse than what we already are under. No more going fishing. No more going hunting. No more going traveling. We couldn't get the permission slip so I go travel to another 15-minute city to visit somebody. My daddy, mommy, government. That's what you all want. All you MAGA people want a mommy and a daddy to control you and tell you how to live, what to eat, what to drink, what you can and cannot do. Yeah. Oh, you better not have this or that on you or I'm going to punish you. Just like a little child. All these people like Kafar and all that for having authority to sit there and act like a mommy and daddy to us and treat us like children. You better not have this or that on you or I'm going to punish you. I'm going to tie you up and put you in torture slave cuffs and throw you and kidnap you and throw you in a dungeon. Even though I'm not your parent, I don't have power of attorney over you. I have no power over you. And I got ChatGPT to admit that too. They have no power over us. It's imaginary. You're to presume to assume they have authority and a power over us. ChatGPT stated plain and clear out of everything, the Monroe Doctrine. I said out of I got a list. And when I stuck in that Monroe Doctrine, and then I told it I need an affidavit of notice. To separate me from their jurisdiction. Out of all of that list. Well, since you put up the Monroe Doctrine, it was a short list. So when I get it in long form, it's going to be about like this. Maybe half the page. And then it's going to have for my signature, and then it's going to have for the notary. But I'm going to create a few more. I'm going to make separate, one for driving, locomotion, the right to locomotion, the right to transit in the Bible, the right to property. That's my property, and I have rights to that property. God gave me rights. You can't take them away. Government can't take them away. Show me in the Bible where it states, God or Jesus stated, plain and clear, the government has their way to take away any of our rights that God has given us for punishment or control. Show me where God gave the government that. Says there's to be a government, but does not really state how it is to be ran right there where it states. You have to read in different parts of the Bible. You have to go and you have to look and you have to put in and Google what does the Bible state and how government is to work, leaderships, kings. And it'll give you every scripture that says how the government is supposed to perform its duty. I've got Maxims of Law, Tort Law, USC, scriptures from the King James Version. But it didn't need all of that. It just needed the basic. The word, the act, the Sovereign Immunity Act. Read it, look it up, or doctrine. Look up all the acts. You can go ChatGPT, say, list me all the acts that was created between all the nations to protect the people, the peasants, the citizens. Put these words in. So that way you don't know what you're talking about. The people. And then all of the doctrines created. And then all of the codes. And then, CFRs, Code of Federal Regulations. I got those too. I can write all of it down before I finally, get to where I can delete it all. I'll have every bit of information, act, doctrine, everything that's there to protect us from those we think or to believe is our authority when they're not. There is too much they all created in the past all the way up to a certain point in time that states plain and clear. Kings, queens, all them, they have no authority over the people. The people put them in. They don't put themselves in. Except for the king or queen where they put their kid in and when they die, But here, we put them in. That means they do what we want. I put you in the lead, but you're to do it our way. My way. Not your way. But yet you all really put them in there to do it their way. Because they only tell you what they're going to do, but they don't explain how they're going to do it. If you would listen, you MAGA people, to what they're telling you, they're not telling you how they're going to do it. They're just telling you what they're going to do. So it sounds good. That's all they need to do. That's it. We'll just tell them what they want to hear. But we're not going to tell them how it's going to be done and all this, but that none of them ever say how they're going to do it. They just say they're going to do it. And that's the only way people will vote. That's what you all don't get. That's the only way the Democrats can vote, is if someone on the Democrat side tells all those Democrats what they want to hear. And then all those on the Republican side tells all those stupid peasants down there what they want to hear for the Republican side. They both play the same game. And all of us are ruled by all of them. That's what y'all don't get. It's a government. And then you have a right wing and a left wing. Well, you got a bird. You got a right wing and a left wing. Well, neither can exist and work as it is in the way it's supposed to look and everything, or be known as, without the both wings. Because then without both wings, you don't have a two-party system. You have a monarchy. And that's what we're under. We're under a fascistic statism. We're under fascistic statism. And all y'all who are for the states and the government are statists. You don't want freedom. You want fascism and you want statism. You don't want freedom. You want control under political guaranteed safety and security. Well, in order to keep you safe and secure, we got to take away your rights. To keep you safe and secure, we got to take away your rights. So we can do what we want to you and everybody else. We got to take away, we got to null and void the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights was created before the Constitution was created. Look it up, because I'm going to put it in there. Because it's not trying to distinguish the Bill of Rights from the Constitution. Because they put it all